Most hockey players are doing the Bulgarian split squat with terrible form. And the biggest mistake is something almost nobody thinks about, being the back foot is way too high. A lot of hockey players use a weightlifting bench to elevate their back foot, but most benches are too tall. And this completely throws off the mechanics of the exercise. The higher the foot is, the more the leg is forced into hip extension. And as you descend into your split squat, that demand gets even bigger. The reason is because the front leg is moving into hip flexion, which means the back leg needs to get to even more hip extension. The reality is most hockey players don't actually have enough hip extension mobility to support this position. So what happens is our body compensates and shifts the pressure into our lower back. The pelvis rotates forwards, having instability through the movement, and suddenly the exercise is no longer targeting where it needs to target. Instead of using a bench, use something that's lower that can stack that foot off the ground. This reduces the amount of hip extension required and allows your back knee to stay more underneath that back hip. That alone makes the movement much more effective. Once your setup is correct, you can bias different muscle groups through this position. If you stay more upright with your torso, you can engage more the front thigh, being your quadricep muscles. If you add a slight forward lean or a hinge, you will get more glute and hamstring muscles. Both can be valuable depending on what you're trying to train. Another issue that I commonly see is having instability through the entire movement. There's no shame in holding something in front of you that's going to give you that extra stability to isolate these muscle groups. When getting into the proper position, do about 10 repetitions of 2 sets per leg.